And welcome back to the Huge Boob Corner. I am your host, Peter McLean, and I just want to say thank you for everybody who's been supporting the show. And if you want to keep supporting the show, make sure you like, share, and subscribe because it really helps. Now, I am extraordinarily excited today because I am having back one of my absolute favorite guests of all time and one of the most popular guests I've had on. It's been way too long since she's been on, so we have to make sure that this is an amazing episode. Would you please welcome back the incredible, legendary Ava Devine.
Wow, what an introduction. Thank you so very much.
I got to set you up as best as I can.
I love it. Thank you so much. What is it? Like, subscribe, and share, baby.
I know.
Come on,
I know.
let's do it.
But you look absolutely incredible. I mean, you always do.
Yeah.
I've never seen you not look incredible, to be fair.
Thank you. Well, I will say it's like I'm shining from the inside.
And that helps.
Yeah, no matter how much highlighter or glitter I put on, if I'm dimmed on the inside, it won't come out.
Yeah.
And today it's out.
Okay.
It's all out.
Yes. And I'm so happy and I'm really excited because we have a lot of, really, really important things and great things to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
So the biggest thing,
ooh,
since you've been here.
Drum roll, please.
Since here, because you were here 2 years ago.
Yes.
Is you are now shooting again.
You better believe it.
And that is something that I know, so many people have got to be extraordinarily excited about that.
Yes.
I mean, your fans, when you said, like, how do you do? I mean, your fans must have gone crazy when they found that out.
They went berserk. And I am so grateful. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know about anybody else, but all I can speak for myself. And my fans are the friggin' best.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they will stand by my side and support me through thick or thin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally thick or thin.
Yeah.
They will stand by me no matter what. And that's like, wow. I don't even know them intimately. And they're like, we love you.
Yeah.
We love you, Ava. And they will cheer me on. They're like my biggest cheerleaders.
Well, and Huge Boob fans, and I've said this to where I believe Huge Boob fans are actually the most loyal because they find the models that they love and they stay with them forever.
Yeah.
So like you've had fans. I mean, I've been your fan since like 2005, 2006,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And it's like that never goes away.
Yeah.
Like even if you had retired completely to the point where you actually were not going to shoot again, there are people that say, "Oh, I wish so and so would come back from like the 90s," because like they would
for sure.
The moment they came back, they'd be right there for them again.
Yeah. And it's crazy because like I will have to say I do have to disagree with you on that aspect because as you guys know throughout my career, my boobs have changed tremendously from enormous to smaller to small to huge, back to huge, medium, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And my fans have stood by me.
Okay.
Granted, I've lost several. You know, when I get it.
It varies.
Right?
Yeah, it fluctuates.
I get
There's fluctuations.
But substantially, like they've stood by my side because I don't know. I think it's they always comment on my confidence and my insatiable appetite, and they love that. And it's like with or without boobs.
Well, yeah,
they're cheering me on. I guess for a boob's sake, it's like you're an exception because you do have more than just huge boobs. Because of the and we talked about this the first time you came on the show was just your the commitment that you had to performing was also just above and beyond. And it's love. It's authentic. It's not robotic.
No.
At all.
It's not just a job.
No, not at all.
So it's a passion.
It's a passion. And I always told you, and I believe I said on my last podcast interview, but this man met me and he said, Ava, if you make your business your pleasure, you will never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
And amen to that.
Yeah. And the fact that now you've gotten back to doing it because you didn't, how long had you not been doing it?
Oh, I took a boring hiatus for 11 years.
11 years. And I can't imagine someone who loves it as much as and passionate as much as it, just taking a break from it for that long.
No, it was awful. But you know what? It served a purpose because now I'm back with a vengeance. And I have a hunger like never before. And I am so in touch with who I am and what I want. And I don't know. It's like different this time, which I'm so happy for.
Well, it seemed like, because when you first started out, like, when you were younger and then you went into stripping and you did all this stuff, like it seemed like it was just a natural progression and you had nobody holding you back from that. You just kept doing it. And then you were in a situation now where unfortunately you weren't able to do everything that you wanted to do. And so you were, hampered
held
in
back,
a way.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was held back.
And so it seems like, was that a new experience for you at that point, being in a situation where you couldn't do
most definitely where I questioned myself and I'm like, what do I like? I don't even know who I am anymore. Like I lost myself in that 11 years, but I did find that something very, very, very important. I found that through that 11 years, I took away coming out on February 22nd of 2025, I said to myself, I looked in the mirror and I said, I will never apologize for who I am or ask for permission to be who I am. I'm being my damn authentic self.
Yeah.
And I'm standing by that. And if somebody doesn't like it, they can go F off.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's who you are.
Yeah, it's who I am. And I don't want to hinder and hide who I am. Pretend I don't like what I love. I pretend that my beliefs are not heard. It's like, no, I don't want to live like that anymore.
Yeah. And if, anytime a person's in your life, whether that's a friend, whether that's family, whether that's whatever, and they don't understand that about you, it's like, you know what? I'm sorry. I wish this could work, but there comes a point, and sometimes you compromise yourself, unfortunately, because you think that's what you need to do.
Totally. Especially when someone's telling you, that's wrong. You're selfish. You're a narcissist. You're wrong. Then I'm like all confused. I'm like, wait, what's going on? I lost touch of who I am.
Yeah, exactly.
But not anymore. No.
And to me, it's like people, the good people in your life make you want to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
They don't try to fix you. They don't try to change you. They don't try to think that
or shame you.
Yeah, or shame you, thinking that, oh well, don't be that. You'd be so much better if you were this way.
Yeah.
And it's
or you're so neurotic, you're so and then you question, like, am I really crazy? Like, what's going on?
And that's the problem, is you get to that point where you start to really but let's go back to the shooting.
Sure.
So now that you're shooting again, did you create like kind of a game plan or a way you're going to go about it? Like you're going to focus mainly on, say, making your own content, or are you going to maybe try to shoot with studios again?
I'm going to do a little bit of both.
Okay.
I am making the content that I've always truly wanted to.
And you hadn't made it before?
No.
Really?
I mean, I took time off. The 11 years. The 11 years hindered the true Ava Devine.
Okay.
Now, since Ava Devine is her true authentic self, I'm making content with trans, BBCs, young guys, older guys, women, whoever. No one or nothing is stopping me.
Okay.
And what a gift.
Yeah.
Because now I can really sexually express myself.
Well, it's interesting because one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is how different, how is the industry different now from when you last shot back in, was it 2014?
Yes.
To now, which I feel like it's significantly different.
Most definitely. Well, I'm just now starting to, I joined an agency, 101 Modeling. They're going to, I'm hired them, or they're going to hire me. They're going to help me get a production company videos.
Yeah. Okay.
So I haven't done a really production company scene in some time. I just noticed that there was a chaperone for me to take photos, which is very odd, but that's okay, and I mean, whatever. But I do notice the difference in the industry back then from today is, I don't know. Well, I'm just going to be straight up. So like a lot of people like influencers.
Yeah.
I don't know what the freak that is, but whatever. Influencers, right? And I feel from what I've experienced, the influencers do not care about testing accordingly. They don't care about,
they're not professional in that way.
No, they're not. Okay.
They don't understand the business.
They do not at all. And it's like, honey.
They're tourists to it.
Yeah. It's like, we gotta you gotta get tested at talent testing or
Yeah.
clear
Something
not your doctor because your insurance covers it. It's you need to get real testing and it has to be current and it has to be the 14-day window. They lose sight of that or timing. Okay, we're going to shoot at this time. I'm going to go to a pool party first. What?
Yep.
What? You're going to go to a pool party before we shoot our scene?
Yep.
What? I'm sorry if I'm screaming into the microphone, but I'm
it's okay.
I'm very I don't get it. What your work ethic is a little off.
Well, it's just not there because the problem with influencer culture is everything is on their own time.
Yes.
So they make videos when they want. They get to do the content
which
they want.
The gift
which is fine.
Which is the gift of OnlyFans and stuff. True.
But it's a double-edged sword because when you can do anything, when you work with companies, when you worked with
Naughty America,
Reality Kings, when you were
Brazzers,
it's you had a call time. You had a location you had to be at. You had to be there on time to do hair and makeup, to do all that stuff.
Yes.
And if you were not there, then that would negatively impact your reputation as a performer. Chances are maybe not get hired again.
Most definitely, yeah.
And the problem is now it's because influencers can make so much money on their own that they're not reliant on companies. And so, but the problem is that when you want to work with a performer that does have the work ethic, it clashes.
Oof, it does. But you know what? It's it's par for the course. I gotta I can't.
You have to adapt.
Yeah, I do because it's not Ava's way. Unfortunately, what? Come on, world. But
until you start making your own features, and then when you're directing them and starring in them and all that stuff.
Yeah, but I do have to always take people into consideration. Yeah. But it's hard when my goal is to be on time and be in hair and makeup and have a polished look. Yeah. Don't come on set with nothing and go, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
Where's your suitcase of lingerie or bikinis? What I got to lend you my clothes? What?
Yeah.
So it's that's a little off, but I mean, I'm just grateful. To be honest, I'm it's all just so much fun and I got to roll with the punches. Right. And look, and it helps me discern who I want to shoot with, right? And who I don't want to shoot with.
Yeah.
And guess what? I have that choice today.
Yeah.
So it's bingo. Okay. Nope, not you. You, come on,
Yeah. Well, and because now it's when you stopped shooting, years ago, you didn't have the OnlyFans. You didn't have the ability to make your own content like you do now.
Yes.
So it's now granted, I'm sure you still had a lot of fun with what you did back then.
I did, yeah.
But now it's again,
it excelled times 10.
So it's I can't imagine that the idea that you had so much of this, sexuality being held back.
Oh yeah.
And now it gets to be released.
Yes.
Do you feel like you have to try to almost be I don't want to go too much too fast to actually enjoy it as it happens.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. It's I could reel it in. I'm not attacking the person as soon as I get on set.
Leaving them in a chalk outline when you leave the set. They're we're done.
Oh, well, that's after the scene. But
yeah, right.
But so it's not crazy that. I can pace myself.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
And I'm not saying it as a means to try to hold yourself back. It's just a matter of when you're super excited, sometimes you go too far, too much,
exactly.
too fast.
That's how I used to be. But today I'm I know when to put it forth. I have a gauge, which I never did.
Okay.
Yeah, never. Yeah.
That's
and,
nice.
And I guess maybe that 11-year hiatus helped me gauge my enthusiasm or my excitement, to kind of pace myself, which I like. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's something because that's the thing. Trying to draw something positive from something negative is always, I think much healthier.
Totally.
Overall, because you can dwell on the negative aspects of it, but if you can look at the positive things that
definitely
becoming more aware of yourself, understanding yourself better.
Yes.
So, but that's the thing. It's just, I guess it's hard to imagine to somebody who has always seemed so confident in themselves as you being in a position where you weren't that way anymore. But I'm very happy that you're out of that now and that you're now back and even more, it sounds like.
Yes, I'm back. And I'm so happy because it's I have such clarity today, and it's not post-nut clarity. It's it's clarity. I'm I can see things clearly today.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so the kind of it's weird because I felt like you must have done a lot of content, originally that you, but there was, I guess there was a lot of stuff you hadn't done that you wanted to do on camera.
Yeah.
So, and it was, what prevented you back then? It was just because not a lot of companies back then were shooting that kind of stuff? Or?
No, it was nothing to do with the companies. It was a choice I made for myself. I got into a toxic relationship.
Well, I'm talking about when you were shooting. Originally.
Oh no, I've done everything.
Okay,
shooting.
Okay.
Oh, you better believe it. Like, I was like, oh hell yeah.
Because when you were saying, because it sounded like you were saying that you were doing a lot of stuff now that you weren't doing.
No, I meant the 11 years.
Oh, okay.
No.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
No. Back in the day, before that 11-year, I was my true authentic self.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then I got into a toxic relationship, and then I lost myself, and then. Now I'm out.
Sorry.
So now, no.
Okay.
That's the wonder. That's why I love pornography so much. Is that because when I came into the industry of pornography, I was able to experiment and do things that I've always wanted to, but in a safe environment.
Yeah.
So I can't go to a bar and pick up 5 guys and come home to my house and let's do a blow bang gangbang.
I mean, you could, but it wouldn't be safe.
No, I could not. I really could not.
Okay.
Because number 1, it wouldn't be safe. Number 2, I don't know these guys are having diseases.
No.
Number 3, you think they can all stay hard and help me out?
That's a different thing. Yeah.
Do you think, and number 4, do you think they know how to DP, double anal and all that? No. Guys at the bar that I just pick up? No.
Yeah.
No offense, guys. They don't got it. They don't got it like that.
No, it's just, but that's,
and then number 5, there's a director to go, hey, cut. Or if I'm uncomfortable, I could go, hey,
we need to stop.
Yeah. If I'm at my house when no one's around with 5 guys that I just brought home from the bar, you think they're going to be considerate and be like, okay, you need a break, honey?
Yeah. No.
You want some water? Do you need more lube? They're going to be like ramming it in and jackhammering, like no tomorrow. So that's why I love porn, is because I was always able to experiment and experience things I've always wanted to, but in a safe environment. I would love to get tied up and have a riding crop at my butt, but not in my personal life. I can't find that at the bar.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, have you gone to maybe sex clubs or sex parties?
Yeah.
That might, or is it still not as?
But still, I mean, it's like not everyone walks around with the test.
True,
not everyone walks around with the director going, okay, that you're being too rough. You're grabbing her too hard. It's like, it's
different.
Yes, it's very different. And for me, I think responsibility is so much sexier than spontaneity. Yeah. Because I just that today, that's how I am today. Maybe back in the day, different story.
Well, did you hear? Because there was recently, I think it was like a week or so ago, there was a production stop because of an HIV, HIV positive test.
Yes,
and that's the thing. And going back to the influencer and the people that are just OnlyFans creators, they're not nearly as vigilant about their safety and health, thinking that, I can just do whatever.
Sure.
And not realizing.
Yeah. I believe it took a month to figure that out too. So that was scary. But, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's an occupational hazard.
Yeah.
But also it's I have to be responsible, and I pray that the partners I'm with is responsible. Yeah. I'm not here to monitor who you had sex with and who I did. But if we're going to shoot during that time, it's it's hard.
It's when I've done scenes, even if we're not going to do certain things, I still get tested.
You have to.
Just because, it's just a courtesy, as a courtesy
me too.
And respect.
Exactly. Shit, I want to know.
Yeah. So because, there are times, for instance, where you might plan to only do a certain type of content, but then if hey, we're both clean, and why don't we add something else if we can? Because, nowadays it's all about, creating as much content as you can at certain times.
Sure. And it's a responsible thing to do.
It is.
So that's so sexy to me. Responsibility is just very sexy.
Well, because it means that you respect yourself and you respect the other person.
Most definitely.
And
definitely. And that's important too, about being considerate to others.
Yeah.
Because it always used to be about me. Today it's oh wait, I want to be safe for everyone else. Never mind me. Shit, I could sit home and pop fucking whatever medication by myself. But what about the people I come in contact with? That's what's very important. Is I'm very considerate for everybody else around me.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is that something that in that 11 years you kind of you realize you just came to be more about more selfless in terms of thinking about others, or was that something that you just, because it sounded like
yes, I mean yes, I did, because
or was it just when you were younger, you just, because naturally I think when we're younger,
I was
we're
reckless when I was younger, and I thought I was like invincible,
yeah, we all do.
So I'm like
whatever,
and self-centeredness, like years ago when I was a kid, like younger, it's like all about me, Ava, but today it's like different. It's totally different. And maybe it's maturity, maybe it comes with my age. I don't know, but I have like a totally different outlook on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thinking how other people feel and how what you say to them and how you interact with them but that's exciting. And I mean, so do you have any particular content goals that you want to try to hit, like in terms of specific types of scenes that you want to do?
Most definitely. Yeah. I definitely want to double a DP scene.
Okay.
I haven't done that for a while. And I want one for my OnlyFans. And I also want one for a production company.
Okay.
But come on, can we push the boundaries a little bit more? I need my double anal.
I was going to say, yeah.
You know it. And guess what?
What?
I still love anal. Like
really?
No other.
Okay.
See, for those 11 years, I thought my, because I have an enhanced butt, so I thought my butthole shrank from the product, which it has. But, now I'm getting it opened up with the proper male talent, or proper talent, excuse me.
Yeah.
Because there's some trans that are doing it as well, and pegging and all that. But,
okay.
I'm back.
All right, nice.
I'm back.
And that's the thing. It must have been the first scene that you did after not shooting what was that like? Was that just oh
my God.
Just from like an emotional standpoint. I mean, maybe not just a physical, but like.
I was alive.
Yeah.
I had a friend that was helping out, my social media strategist, one day. And she's like, Ava, during that 11-year period, she's like, stop saying, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was like, what? She's like, that's all you're saying. I'm like, really? Because I was so numbed out. Like I was bored, and I lost who I was, that I was like going through the motions going, oh yeah. and now I'm coming back, did my first scene out of that 11-year hiatus. And I was like, this is Ava.
Yeah.
This is Ava. Where the guys
more
are
articulate,
where the talent is like tapping out. Where they're all right, mercy. I'm like, no, more. Yeah. And it's like it's just, I'm enthused. I'm spewing out craziness. I'm articulate. I'm emotional. I'm crazy. Yeah. So
you're putting in the performance that you like. So was it? I feel like it must have been a muscle memory, because like right when you snap back into it, you're like, oh, this is where that's been.
Yes, it was effortless, and it just came out like naturally. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was like a very, very beautiful experience.
Yeah.
I was like very enlightened. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, it must have been, it must have, the emotional resonance of it must have carried after the physical, just knowing like, oh, that was so like, when you have a really great experience in anything.
Yes. And then it wasn't just the first time.
True.
It was the scene after that, the scene after that, the scene. I was like, I'm unstoppable. And I thought otherwise, that during that 11 years, I thought I lost. I thought I was so hindered that I was like, I'm not Ava. And somebody told me, just pretend. And I was like, I'm not a faker. I'm not a liar. No. Okay. I can't pretend I'm something I didn't feel, and I tried. And there were moments where I tapped into it. But when I was set free, oh boy.
Well, and any time, like when you've seen actors in movies and they say, oh, they're phoning in a performance because they're just there because of money. They don't really care about the project. It's like, they can, and some are good enough. They can still put in a good performance.
Yes, exactly,
because you're like,
exactly.
They're so good at what they do that even a not like in performance is still good.
Yes, exactly. But
it's so much.
I was like Courtney Love winning that Larry Flint movie.
Oh yeah.
When she won because she was the junkie hooker. HIV wife, because she tapped into her inner, like that's me. Yeah. When I'm shooting a scene, I'm like Courtney Love, Grammy Award winning. There I go. Yeah.
Which it's got to be, but again, it's got to be so just for your soul to be able to do that. Yeah, because
because you cannot purchase freedom. You can't fake it.
No,
you can't. It's either there or it's not.
Well, because you could live in a really nice house. You could have you can have everything you want and still feel like you're trapped in a cage.
Yes,
because you're still not able to be you.
Yes.
So, but I wanted to talk to you because we talked about, or you wanted to say you want to talk about sexual creativity and expression.
Yes, very important.
So how do you? Okay. So how do you describe your sexual creativity? I should say. Like, is it just a matter like? Is it like how you decide to do scenes or just how you express yourself sexually?
Yes.
Like, okay.
I do. So, I have a saying, and I feel like I should trademark this, but which I'm probably gonna. So with my fans, it's like I always go, you know what? I'm not only gonna I'm gonna watch my P's and Q's here.
No, it's okay.
I'm not only gonna rock your penis, but I'm gonna rock your mind. I'm gonna rock your mind and your penis. Like I'm gonna go in the head.
Everything. Everything.
Your fetishes, your brain, what what gets you hot. Like that's where I go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I gotta do to my own self.
Okay.
What excites me?
Mm-hmm.
What's hot?
Mm-hmm.
And like I gotta tap in, and like I gotta really dig in there. And sometimes it's something boring and vanilla.
Really?
Sometimes it's really dark and crazy, So it's like, it fluctuates, but why not express it all?
Okay.
It doesn't have to be one way.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a sick, twisted fetish. No, sometimes it could be romantic.
Mm-hmm. Like maybe soft kisses on the neck or something.
Or like a makeout session and slow making love-ish porn.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't have to be hardcore nut job crazy. Mm-hmm. I love those.
Yeah.
But I like to be versatile.
Well, and is that something that people might not realize about you? That they think that because you've done so much and you are so
most definitely.
You're so comfortable with so many, strong sexual acts that the idea that, toning it down sometimes and being a little more.
But why not?
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's different.
Sometimes. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm a big bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Let's face the facts.
Okay.
I love bottoming.
Mm-hmm.
But I've learned, and somebody wise told me, Ava, the best tops are the biggest bottoms. Amen to that.
Really?
Because let me tell you, I've been topping, and 2 people said, Ava, you're incredible. You're a great top.
Mm-hmm.
Because I understand how to work it in. Because I'm a receiver.
Yeah.
I know I need it. And then I could flip that.
Well, it's understanding because dominating somebody is not simply just dominating.
Exactly. It's not cursing you out and slapping you around.
Or humiliating you. Yeah. I mean, granted, there is that. But, this idea of it's like people that are actors that become directors, they know how to talk to actors because they were actors or they are actors. So you know how to treat a bottom because you love it. So you know
I know how to give it to you back.
Yeah.
Because this is how I like it. Yeah. Right? So like all that's true.
Okay.
All that's very true. So the same thing with my sexuality and my sexual expression. It's like I want to be a wide range.
Mm-hmm.
I want to not be so narrow-minded in one area.
Mm-hmm.
I want it all.
Did you used to be a little more
because like in my past career, I was very much a bottom.
Okay.
But as I got older and a little bit more muscular, a lot of fans kept coming to me and saying,
we want to see you dominate.
Yes. Okay. Will you dominate? And at first I was like, yikes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, tap into it.
Yeah.
Ava, how do you like to be dominated? And I'm like, okay, here we go. Buckle up my strap on and let's go. So it's so fascinating the way sexual behavior and sexuality works. So I'm very fascinated on all areas of it. And I like tapping into each and every one.
So I'm curious then, would you say that then there's elements of your sexuality that you still haven't really explored that as much of yet? Or, I mean, has it been pretty thoroughly explored at this point?
I believe it's been pretty thoroughly explored, but I am kind of craving a female relationship. Maybe. How do I say that now? But so I used to be with, date women and stuff. But like, I'm like, maybe I should venture that again. I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm very open-minded right now. Like nothing, I don't want to
limit yourself in any way.
And my motto is who I'm dating is God and Benjamin Franklin's, yo.
Yeah.
That's who I want to date right now. So
did you ever think about like polyamory, or is that something you would just be too many people?
No, I'm not against it. Like I'm okay with everything. All I know is I'm not ready to be in any relationship of any sort. But all I know is I will set boundaries. Whoever I'm with, I'm like, this is me. Like it or like
take it or leave it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not apologizing for who I am.
No.
Okay, and I'm not going to ask you for effing permission.
Yeah, true.
So F off if that's the case.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So that's good because a lot of times we think being
a certain
being
way.
being a certain way is better.
Exactly. Oh, this monogamous relationship's going to work out, or this whatever it is. Exactly. There's no expectations today.
So you're just, so it seems like you're open to whatever develops organically and naturally.
Yes.
And if something does, great. If something doesn't,
Totally.
So, but eat whatever. It has to be, the person has to accept you as you are. With no exception.
No compromising my beliefs, no compromising who I am. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Maybe I'm not even ready to like hang out with anyone right now, and that's okay.
True.
Yeah, I'm not looking for that. I'm just looking to be creative with my work, and that's my outlet. Mm-hmm. And not become obsessed, not become like a workaholic and try and numb out with that. But I do want to tap into what I've been really missing out on and not overboard.
So do you have like, so I assume then, do you have all these ideas, simmering in your brain of scenes that you want to do?
Yes. Sometimes it's embarrassing when I text some talent at like 11 o'clock midnight going, I got a great idea. What about this? And they're like, and then I get on a roll and then I get embarrassed because it's like, I'm sending like 80, not 80, but like I'm sending a bunch of text messages, like not in one shot, like bunch, like ding. So if they're sleeping, it's like ding, 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 Yeah. And sometimes I have one friend, one person's like, Ava, I'm in Florida. It's like, I'm like, sorry. I'm like, yeah, I'm on the West Coast. Yeah, but like I get really excited. And I just I need to write my ideas on notes.
Create like some sort of a spreadsheet of the types of scenes, the type, the people that you want to work with.
Totally.
Because it seemed, and also now there's so many new performers that weren't around. When you last shot.
Yes. Like even Mr. Pete's coming back and I hit him up and he's like, Ava, we go way back. Cause like sometimes too, I'm like, I don't know if people want to work with me still or whatever, it's like, I don't know. Or they may have a brand that they want to like cater to, whatever. So I go, he's like, Ava, we go way back. I'm like, yay, Mr. P. Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing is being able to, and it's interesting to be in that situation now where you have the kind of the veteran group of those performers. So you're Kieran Lee's.
Oh God. And I just shot with a bunch of them in the beginning of June. And I will tell you what, talk about top-notch male talent. It's like, I was blown away. I was like, that's how it's done. Yeah. That's how it's done.
Well,
and I'm not knocking anybody else. I'm just saying,
it's just different.
The work ethic and the professionalism, it can't be faked. It can't be bought.
No.
It's like, you truly got it or you don't.
Well, and especially for performers back, at least a decade when companies were still the main thing. Yeah. It's like you had to be able to do it. You had to be able to.
It was like a boot camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, now, you can a lot of people can get away with doing a lot of stuff, whether it's like POV or other things that might not be as demanding of them physically as older scenes.
It is POV.
I was just saying that, like, for instance, if you were to do if somebody can't perform that day, then you can still try to shoot other content.
Sure, yeah.
To still salvage the day.
Yes.
To make the day worthwhile.
Or not, or just go, okay, let's cut it up as a loss. Yeah.
But like, there's some people out there where every time, it's gonna work. You're gonna get a great scene.
Yeah.
And so do you have anything that tends to inspire you creatively? Like, if you watch movies, listen to music, do you get inspiration from other sources, to tap into sexually?
No, I can't think of anything specific.
Okay.
It's like sometimes like it's just a feeling or an idea.
Well, like I was gonna say, like, say if you watched an older movie, right, and you're like, all right, let's do like an old type,
totally,
an idea for a scene.
I mean, sometimes that does happen. Like I had a friend that was telling me about some 90s movie, and I was like, oh, that'd be great for a scene, you know? Or like, I don't know, sometimes it's like, I don't know, like a lot of pent up emotions and pent up ideas. So it's like I'm letting them all loose. Like it's like a dam. It just broke. It was like so. Like all these ideas keep flooding.
Okay. So then what like will you just get an idea just out of the blue? It'll come to you, or
sometimes I will be brushing my teeth and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, me and another bimbo girl playing mad scientist or some, you know, like then I'm like, oh my God, you know, or like somebody hits me up and I'm like, oh my God, he's bisexual. And like I can top him or like just ideas come out of like, oh my God, if I had a bisexual boyfriend, this is how I'd want to do it with him, you know, like stuff like that. So it's like a lot of it's like from their who they are. It like, you know, lights up something in me.
Well, because it seems like sexuality has been a major part of your identity for most of your life.
Yes.
And something that's basically, you know, you can't separate the two.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is that something that for a while, like was like, did you have to actually like get a rein on it to be like, because again, you said you used to be a little more reckless about it. So it's like,
years ago,
I got to put this under control. I got to channel the power.
Yes. Years ago, Gina and Ava were like that.
Yeah.
Right. Then I took that 11-year hiatus, and it was like Gina was like this scared, and like Ava was like in the back. Right. Then now Gina and Ava are like. Like that.
Okay. Yeah. That must have felt really weird though to try to separate those.
It did, but it's kind of nice to separate it. You know, like certain things. Like if my sister needs to talk to me about something,
sure, yeah.
I don't want to come off as Ava and be like, you know, you gotta. What's the saying? You gotta like to get over, you got to get under someone to get over someone or something like that. You know, like I can come at her like, okay, you know, or even like in my 12-step program, you know, I don't want to come at the girls. The girls I sponsor is like Ava, you know, because I feel like you need to go to work.
Because what works for you might not work for somebody else.
Exactly. And especially in recovery, sex work and recovery doesn't really gel. I don't know how.
Yeah. I'm
okay with it, but that's like a touchy, sticky subject.
Yeah. And I mean, it seems
Did I say sticky?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a touchy subject. All right. Yeah.
Sensitive.
Yeah. See where my mind goes?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I couldn't even say sensitive. I'm like, sticky, gooey.
Yeah,
creamy,
you're right. Yeah. Because then touchy doesn't really.
Exactly. Well, there I go.
Touchy,
there's Ava. Yeah. So we don't want Ava there when I'm working with other women in the program.
Yeah. But that's the thing but I guess that is good then that you're able to know when to
switch hats. It's hard. Yeah. It's very hard. But like I said, today I have a gauge. You know, I'm able to go, okay, Ava, step back. Let Gina come in, you know, and vice versa. You know, okay, Gina, get the fuck back. Oh, sorry. You know, I'm like, go, bye-bye.
No. We that's fine. That's fine. But so it's just interesting because again, you know, a lot of performers tend to have to, you know, balance almost two identities simultaneously. Yeah. And you're on camera, but but for you, it seems more like your off-camera persona is very similar.
Very. See, that's the nice thing. That's the nice thing. And also, I'm speaking as the third person. Is that what it's called? Gina.
Yeah.
Is she's always been very sexually open. I love sexual discovery. I love sexual expression. I was never shamed for it. I was never embarrassed. So I've always been very in touch with my sexuality and very sexuality positive, like very, very happy about it. So when the two characters, Ava and Gina, it was okay. It wasn't like I'm a completely different person.
Yeah.
There's so many aspects and traits of Gina and Ava that are combined. But I will say today, you know, sometimes one of them has to take a seat back, you know, and that's okay.
And I mean, I feel like you'd be really great in like a mentorship role. like somebody who, especially for new performers and stuff like that, or just somebody who's maybe not even in the industry, just somebody sexually who has questions or somebody who wants to talk to. Like it seems like you'd be a good. Like I was actually just thought of an idea of a series that you could do where you could play like a sexual therapist, and each episode features different sexual issues.
I do. I really enjoy it because I am so. And I'm not boasting. I'm not being braggadocious. No. It's just I really have a worldly experience of wonderful, and it's a gift. It's such a gift. I'm able to I don't know, be in touch with that. And not many people can because of the way they were raised or their beliefs or whatever. Yeah. And I was fortunate enough to be able to be in touch with that. So I love helping people in any way, shape, or form. And the most important thing is when I do help someone, I can't take the pat on the back. I can't go, great job, Ava, you know? Because it's all my higher power given. It's all gifts from my higher power, whom I choose to call God. It's not Ava.
Yeah.
It's not, like I can't pop my collar and be like, great job, Ava. No. Are you kidding me? Great job. Ava wants to go to Las Vegas. Ava wants to hang out in the tunnels, do meth, and rob you. Like that's Ava.
But
when you're coming to me or someone comes to me and they're heartfelt and they really need help, it's like, I got to channel that higher power. And how can I speak to them? Because I'm selfish, right? I'm self-centered and that's the core of my problem. But when I'm like, okay, how can I help this person without being beneficial to me?
Yeah.
Without trying to make myself look good.
Or making it about yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And how can I be honest in a diplomatic, gentle way without keeping them sick? Because if I lie to you, I'm going to keep you sick. I'm going to hinder your growth.
Yeah.
Because lies, So it's like, how do I do that in a kind manner, but not coddle you either?
Yeah. Almost like you'd be a sexual sponsor. Like, because there are 12-step sponsors for substances, but then and I know that there are like sex addiction type groups
but I've never been to the program of that. So
I'm just saying, I think that's
but honestly, the steps can be, put on anything.
Yeah.
You can work the steps on anything.
Like, cause and that's actually, that's something I wanted to talk to you about was the idea of sex addiction, because it is something, one, that, have people like, tried to have people like accused you or said like, oh, you might be a sex addict, or is it something?
Tons. I'm like, thank you.
Well, I'm just saying, there's
it's like compliments.
And the idea being is I think that having lots of sex, I think a lot of the issue with that is not the act itself, but the motivations and the reasons behind it.
For sure.
Just like anything.
And to be honest, look, step one in any 12-step program is we admitted we were powerless over blank.
Yeah.
Fill in the blank, sex. Yeah. Okay? And the second part is that it makes our lives unmanageable. Yeah. Is it making your life unmanageable?
Yeah.
That's only you can decide. I can't tell you.
And that's what,
that's something you have to decide. I can't tell you if you have a sex addiction or a drug addiction or whatever addiction.
Yeah.
You got to decide that for yourself. You got to, for your innermost self, I got to admit, I have a problem. And when I can admit I have a problem, then I can get help.
But it's something that, for instance, it sounds like you've always had a very strong control over, like, again.
No.
Oh, really?
Control? I'm out of control. Yeah.
Well, I guess I just mean like with knowing that doing it on set with performers was always a better way than going to a bar and just trying to do something.
No, because I've done that too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not holier than thou or better than. I've done it. I've done it all. I went to sex clubs. But guess what? That's how I can tell you the difference, right? Because I've walked through both avenues.
Yeah.
I've experienced it.
Yeah.
From the bowels of my soul. I've experienced it. So guess what? Now I can tell you the difference, right? If I never went to a bar and picked up dudes or girls, how do I know?
Yeah.
But guess what? Today I do. Because years ago, hell yeah, I did. Hell motherfucking yeah.
Yeah.
And today, I know. Is that healthy for me? Not really. Will it make my life unmanageable? Yeah, kinda. Possibly.
And I was going to say, because a lot of people might think that more just the quantity of the sex is more important than the quality. It's like, it sounds like you're in a place now where you would rather have more quality experiences than just more experiences.
You better, good observation, Peter. You're really listening. Somebody deserves a BJ.
Yeah.
but so yes, that is true. Years ago, for me, it was quantity because which I believe, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be perfect whore and skilled at whatever I do. So I want to practice. And I'm going to use your dick, your pussy, your whatever, and keep going so I can get practice. And also I was taught practice makes permanence. So I'm a permanent whore now. So yes, I did all my research.
Okay.
I did all my homework.
Okay.
So today it is about quality.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I don't have to do the research. I mean, granted, I do want to explore in some areas or different things, but it's not the quantity. I don't have to, So that was a good catch. I like that.
Well, and it's also now because I think when you're younger and you're trying to have all these experiences, again, you don't have as much confidence because you just don't know. You just don't have the information.
Most definitely. And I could speak honestly. I used to be so insecure that I thought sex meant validation. I thought more sex means I'm important or I'm pretty or I'm liked, or loved.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that it was, I knew it was an act. I was always able to detach. Thank God. I never had that problem. But for me, deep down inside, my motive, right? We were talking about motives earlier. The motivation was fix me. Make me happy. Make me feel pretty. Make me feel good about myself. So, but today it's not like that.
And that's great.
Yeah, and I really like that you picked up on watching your motives, checking your motives.
The idea, because it's like, and I'm sure a lot of people like this. When you have a great sexual experience, it's not you. I mean, the physical stuff is there too. But a lot of times because it's there's either an intellectual connection, an emotional connection, or just something that you just like the person, you just like being with them. But the idea though that a great sexual experience is worth way more than multiple mediocre ones or just okay ones.
Totally. But even that great sexual experience can be like kind of addicting too, because it's like, oh my God, I want more, or I get misled thinking that's the one for me. That's this person right here. That's the special one, and it's like.
Well, but the thing is hopefully you can, whoever you end up in whatever capacity with in the future will know that you're somebody who needs just to have that freedom to just be you.
Yeah.
And to support that and to want to be that, to want to foster that, because the thing is when you start to when who you are starts to dim, it's like ultimately it's bad for everybody.
Totally.
And so but it's great that you've been able to learn about yourself and learn that's what's important and what to prioritize.
Yes,
now.
And I'll tell you what, for me, it's about pain. Like pain is a motivator for me.
It can be, yeah.
And there's a saying, when the pain outweighs the pleasure, there'll be time for change. And hallelujah, I was in enough pain for the 11 years where I had to change.
Yeah.
I had to make a change. So
and that's the thing. But it's like if we don't feel pain, we can't appreciate pleasure. Though.
Yes, you got it. Yes,
because if we lived in perpetual state of pleasure, then it would become boring because then that's just
exactly. Then I have to get something. Then it would. I need it stronger, harder, faster.
That's what addiction is. That's why drug use tends to escalate because you get used to something, and then it's like, well, this doesn't do it for me anymore.
Yes.
And unfortunately, now, but granted, if you can retool yourself, it's not just about, and that's where the quality over the quantity comes in. Because when quantity comes in, then it becomes more about escalation. It seems like. Whereas if you're picking and choosing great experiences, then you savor them more.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it can go either way because sometimes you just need the quantity just to, the act, right? And sometimes you need more of that emotional
I'm just
connection.
Saying, in any, knowing that you're not just in one mode the whole time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, that's one of the reasons I was really excited to have you back. And even though I think it was a little long of a 2 years break from you being on the show, but I'm glad that it came at a point though where now your life is a much better, different place.
Yes.
Than it was.
Yes, before. Liberation right around 4th of July area.
Yeah. So and but yeah, and I know you wanted to talk, obviously about your boobs a little bit.
Yeah.
So you recently just got a fill in them?
I did. So I had to remove my old expanders and I got new ones in.
Okay.
And I worked with a doctor who is brilliant and caring, and I've had major complications in the past, and he was just so gentle. And I just got a fill.
Okay.
Yeah, 150 cc's more.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it slowly and surely. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Because now also, this is another thing I was thinking too. Now that I'm doing production company porn, there is kind of like a fine line between overly busty and production company busty.
Yeah.
So like right now, I kind of want to sit tight. And honestly, I'm not obsessed with the CCs. I'm not. Like, I used to be, because I thought, I had some like figure number in my head that I was like kind of obsessed with. And then I'm like, you know what? It's not about that. I like fullness. I love XL implants. I want
obviously.
Big
you want
boobs.
them to be massive.
That's who I am. Yeah. But I don't need them to be 9,000 or 6,000 or whatever. Whatever I was told it should be. And I, by somebody or the force of like, I have to. Because you know what? Like I said, my fans are so friggin' amazing. And of course, I want new fans and everything.
Yeah.
But the ones that I have accept me.
Yeah.
No matter what, which is crazy. But like I said, I'm not obsessed. Today, I'm not. I just want full, hot, healthy boobs. That's it. I just want to be healthy.
Okay. And so the current expanders that you have now, what size? Or you're not obsessed, but what size would you?
Maybe 2250. Yeah, okay. I can't even remember. Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm just out of curiosity.
No, that's of course. No, I like numbers. I like inches, bra sizes, $100 bills.
Yeah, right. Because I had recently some other guests on the show that. They brought you up about wanting, other super busty women that would like to work with you and stuff like that. Which of course, because,
Tell me more later.
I will.
Okay,
I'll
definitely. I would love that. Okay, so wait, now that I'm calculating, maybe 2,300.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a great number.
Yeah. Well,
and guess what? And I don't need a bra.
Yeah, right? Well, because there was one I had her on the show. Her name was Sapphire Saint. I don't know if you've heard.
I love her.
Okay, yeah. So she brought you up. And,
good. I would love.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I was gonna say, when
this
she
is maybe a matchmaking boob heaven.
I know. Well, and then Danielle Derrick, throw that in. It's just like
my God.
I know, it'd be amazing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So, but that's the thing is that's funny because I've talked to so many people that they bring you up and as being it's just being this one of their favorites for boobs.
That's so sweet. So I guess I got to represent. Maybe I should add a little bit more.
No.
No, I got to represent. No. But I'm grateful. Thank them. Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
Yeah. Oh, and all and everybody. But and it's got to be like because the complications that you've had in the past. I mean, now knowing that you're gonna try to do this the best way without any potential problems.
Yes, I just want health.
Yeah.
So it trumps over size. Today for me.
So you just got the fill then. So are you not really thinking about when the next fill is, or do you go back and forth on that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm my doctor is kind of transitioning into a different area. But I did speak to him and I said, would I be able to just come see you and just do a fill? He won't do any OR work anymore.
Okay.
So I said, he's like, sure. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And then his wife got new boobs. So I'm like, okay, we're going to have a grope fest. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it must be, you must love living somewhere too, where there are so many gorgeous, super, super mega busty women in Vegas.
Yeah. I mean, but like, they're all over. Like, I know. Some of them are in Seattle. Some of them are in,
a lot of them are in
Florida,
Arizona.
Yeah. Wherever. I'm like, they're all over. So, but yeah. But the busty community in Vegas, they're great. They're great. Like, we have Maritza. Yep. We have Leah Lovely. We have who else? Kayla Cleavage is wonderful. Minka. Yeah, I haven't met her yet, but we have like
Claudia Marie.
Claudia Marie. Yeah, I haven't met her either. Oh, maybe I have, but no. There's my little trio is Maritza and Leah.
Yeah,
and like Kitana.
Yeah.
She's oh God. Okay. Yeah, she's like I feel like she helped me she motivated me
Really?
to like really want to step away from this hiatus.
Okay.
I blame her. She's having so much fun. She's like, BBC here, going to Florida here. This guy here, this muscle bound guy. I was like, and she's like, and this slave here, this trans here. I'm like, what? I'm like, you're having all the fun. I was like, so I feel like I'm gonna blame her. I was like, Katana.
Almost sounds like there might be kind of a like a friendly competition.
Never.
Okay,
I don't believe in competition. Okay. No, I'll take that word out. Yeah, no, there's never competition. Everyone's equal on the same playing field. It was more like just excitement. I was like, God, like she stirred up something in me, and she's the best kisser too. So that really got me going. But like it stirred up like. Wait, I want to, and I love her so much. It's like, I want to experience this with you. Like, wait, don't go. Like, wait, come back. Don't leave me yet.
Yeah.
So then, it happened, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Yeah, and having that kind of support, that friend, those friendships that
and all the girls,
that
Maritza, Leah Lovely, all the girls are like, Ava, we're Team Ava. I love you. I'm like, wow. Like, and I'm like, you guys are gorgeous and like you have a life. Like, how could you even why would you even but they are, but like you see them on social media and they're like doing so many things and, they have so it's like, little on me and they're like, oh no, Ava, I'm here for you. I'm like, what? And even like Julie Cash reached out to me the other day. She was so gorgeous. I'm like, I want to see you. I want to fuck you. I want to see you. I want to hang out. And all the girls, Ms. Danny, Rochelle, everyone's like so supportive and loving. It's like, I didn't realize what a powerful community I'm in.
Yeah, it is. And that's great, that you have that. And that, because again, I think that's a huge portion of being able to be in a healthy place in your life.
Yeah. And especially in any profession, right? You need support from your colleagues. You need from your peers. You need that support.
Yeah.
Because, let's face it, any job is stressful. Yeah. And for me, I'll speak for myself because I'm not a secretary or whatever, but I could be a sex secretary, but no. But it's like for me, it's like there's a lot of stressors.
Yeah.
And it's like to have a friend to walk you through that or you can lean on. Yeah. Or be empathetic, not bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like so important, and they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, so it's very amazing.
Well, and what's great is it also sounds like because now that you're not obsessed with like CC number or, for, being in competition, that your boobs are going to be the size that, you're not feeling like, oh, I want them to.
Exactly. Exactly.
You won't feel like, oh, hers are way bigger than mine and that's going to give me an issue.
Exactly. Well, I had one person tell me, oh, don't shoot with that girl. She'll make you feel stupid because her boobs are so bad. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, number one, no offense, girl, but I can out fuck you.
Yeah.
And number two, it's like we're doing it like we're collabing. Like it's a team effort. Like there's no one's better than the other.
No.
It's a team effort. Like that's how I view life. We're all on the same playing field.
Well, and unfortunately, there are some women in the huge bust community that do like kind of have this competition mindset where it's like, well, they're at 4,000. Well, I want to be at 5 and then I want to be at 6. And it's like, it becomes more about trying to just get that number to outdo somebody as opposed to what's just going to be, great for you,
that's their cross they got to bear. Yeah. That sucks.
But,
sorry for them.
So, but anyway, Ava, unfortunately, we were at the end of our time.
That went very quickly.
I feel, really, really bad that we can't keep talking, but I just want to say again, thank you so much.
Thank you. Can I plug my?
Yeah, sure,
okay.
Sure.
I actually have a hot scene coming out with Isaiah Maxwell and many others, so stay tuned. So thank you for letting me share.
All right. And thank you so much. I hope you had a great time.
I did. Thank you so much, Peter. Did you have fun?
I always do with you.
All right.
So, and to all of you out there in Huge Boob Land, we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.